guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a week since we have last seen one another. And as you all know, I have a contest up. And if you don't know, it is to win the book called Keto Clarity. And it is a great introduction book if you're just starting out on the ketogenic lifestyle. I highly recommend it. I have gone to Barnes & Noble and I've purchased a copy because I already have one at home that has highlights and everything in it. So bought a brand new one and will be sending it to the winner. So to enter this contest, you must be a subscriber to my official Facebook public fan page or public figure page. I will have all the addresses at the end of this video for you, but it's facebook.com/Feliciannurse. So you must be an active member on that page. I would really love it if you were part of my Keeping It Keto with Feliciannurse group on Facebook. You don't have to be, but I would recommend it to any of you out there because we are active on this thing daily. You can interact with me and a bunch of other amazing people, just starting out people who have been on it for a long time. There's such a wealth of information on that group, and it is just amazing. So you don't want to miss out on that. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to make you post and repost all of my links and all that other stuff. Forget it. I just want somebody to win this book so that they can be more educated in this lifestyle, because I feel that education is so paramount. You guys know that I love to read and I love to research things, and that has been one of my most successful points in getting to where I have gotten on keto is education and reading. So my prize is a book, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, moving on. The topic of today's video is, oh boy, how do I even get into this? This is requested because I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and a lot of you responded that you wanted to see how a beginner would begin keto. So that's what this topic is going to be. Now, if you're a true beginner and you've kind of dabbled into it, you really don't know about macros and all that other stuff, the first thing I'm going to suggest is to read. Go online, look up things about the diet, because it's a science. It's not just, eating high protein and killing your carbs. In fact, it's quite the opposite. On keto, we don't go high protein, we go moderate protein. So here's what I recommend. One, I want you guys to look things up, read about it, and educate yourself. And don't do it for 1 day, 2 days. Do it often. I still, to this day, love to read about it. I love to hear new things and research, and I mingle with all of you guys on the group. I mean, you can't learn enough. Every day things change. Somebody else might have an experience that could help you. There's so many ways to be successful on keto, and education and learning about the science behind it would be my top thing. Because I think sometimes we are so, used to hearing low carb and whatnot. Well, you don't really understand if you have too much protein, what can happen? If you stall out, why does that happen? And it's a science. It really, really is. So moving on. The next thing I suggest is to get a MyFitnessPal account. It is free. You do not need the $10 a month upgrade. You can still see the pie chart. Get it. I want you to track every single thing you eat, drink, your exercise, your non-exercise, anything. Track it. Now, you guys have to go back to a video that I posted the other week, whatever. It was about how to set your macros. I give the percentages that I recommend you start at. Okay, so my camera died, as usual. So I don't even know. I had just recorded this whole thing, and I went back to look at it, and I saw that my camera died. So, God, where the heck was I? Why does this happen? All right, guys. So, I don't know. I said to... I'm so upset right now. I'm not even going to edit this out because I had to clear tons of stuff off my phone just to record this again. Oh, bummer. Anyway, all right, so macros. Go back to my old video where I posted and told and expressed how to calculate your macros, what I recommend, and then basically, I'm just distracted now. Damn. Bummer. Okay, let me retain my focus. So, macros. Oh my God, why am I having all these brain farts right now? I can't even... This video was like 15 minutes long, and now it's ruined. Ah! Focus. Okay. I had to open my window because I'm dying in here. Alright, let's start over then. So, after you do all of what I just told you to do in the other clips, I want you to remember something, guys. Please, don't rely solely, as much as I love you all, don't rely solely on me or anybody else on YouTube or wherever. The whole key to success on keto, especially if you're just beginning, is to do research. You have to understand the way the body works and the way the body reacts to food. If you understand that food in our culture is celebration and get-togethers and sports and all this other stuff, then you're not going to succeed. You're not going to. You have to really understand food, and I'm sorry I'm with the hand. It's in my genes. I gotta talk with the hand. Food, the hand, go away. Food is fuel. That's it. Food is fuel. When you don't educate yourself, especially... Guess who's home finishing the video? I couldn't just leave you guys stranded. So I'm going to try to remember what we discussed, or what I discussed in the video before my stupid thing died. Okay, so we got away with talking about education, and we got out of the way the whole macro thing. And really, those are the two main components of being successful on keto. You guys have to remember, keto is not a diet. It is a lifestyle. It is a way of life, because you really don't want your body going back and forth, burning sugar to burning fat, burning sugar to burning fat. It's not healthy, and it doesn't work to your advantage. So if you are going to start this kind of way of life, you really have to remember that it is a way of life, okay? So we know that food is a fuel and not to be a celebratory thing. Try not to get your emotions involved with food. When you feel that your emotions are taking over and you really need to run to get a piece of chocolate or something out of the refrigerator, just remember me saying, guys, no, stay focused. This is not what you want. It's a quick fix. That piece of chocolate will get the endorphins going in your body, but it's only momentarily, and it will derail you and throw you out of ketosis and all this other stuff, and you don't want to do it. Alcohol. No alcohol, guys. Alcohol turns to sugar in the body. I don't care if it's a non-sugary alcohol like vodka. It could be anything. A lot of you ask me all the time, can I have a drink? It's the summertime. No drinking. And if you do, remember, you're going to be booted out of ketosis. And then I'm going to get you to say, why isn't my scale moving? Or why have I gained 3 pounds? Blah, 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 blah. No of that. Another no-no, fruit. When you're first starting, guys, fruit is just glorified junk food. Now, what do I mean by that? All right, fruit is not processed, is it? No, but I want you to remember something. Fruit is full of sugar, and it is that way because we've made it that way. Fruit is genetically modified. We do things to fruit seedlings, and we grow them in labs and in farms and places like that, and it's not natural. If you were trampling through the woods and came across a strawberry patch, the strawberries would not be like that big and huge and red and juicy and full of sugar. That's not real. That's real for marketing purposes and for farmers and things to make money, but it's not real. Out in the wild, strawberries, blueberries, things like that, they're not sweet the way we know them to be sweet. And the reason is because those plants need to survive. They need to germinate. And with having such a sweet taste the way we know, they would never survive. So if you go out into the woods per se and you look for berries and things, they're going to be kind of on the tart side. So where you're not going to eat an entire bowl of fruit the way we do now. So when I say fruit is a glorified junk food, I mean, yes, it has fiber in it, but 90% of that berry or that piece of watermelon or whatever, it's sugar. So we need to stay away from that. And we have to get it in our minds, especially when starting out, guys. Remember, this is kind of like a newbie 101. You're going to have to say no to certain food groups. No fruit, no alcohol, no sugar, no processed food, none. Stay away from it. Anything made in a factory, in a box, somewhere, without natural whole ingredients is highly processed, guaranteed there's added junk in there, and those things are not what your body needs. Forget about losing weight. We're talking health. You have to try as hard as you can to eat only whole, natural foods. Nothing with added hydrogenated soybean oil, safflower oil, canola oil, none of that. Canola oil causes inflammation in the body. We don't want that stuff. So again, going back to the first thing, research is paramount. You have to understand how this way of life works. Okay, so what else when you're a new person? A new person going on keto, you have to understand that you may gain weight in the beginning, and that is your body trying to get used to things. Now, fat cells, when they lose fat, when you're literally starting to use your body fat as fuel, your cells release the fat, and in turn, fluids, water, extracellular, gets pulled into the cell and replaced. And so a lot of people will notice a weight gain early on. Now, it could be that your calories are higher than they were, because a lot of us are dieting before this, right? And we're kind of really keeping our calories low and things like that. And so when you switch to high fat, you're pulling in a lot of extra calories that you not necessarily would have had prior. But you're not getting the sugar, so you're not going to be storing fat. You're going to be releasing it, but the cells are like, what the hell is going on? And so they pull fluid in, and sometimes that's why you notice, more so than not, you lose inches as opposed to pounds. Keep the course. Stay focused. You will not fail. I don't care if you have hypothyroid. I don't care if you have PCOS. I don't care what anybody will tell you. If you stay the course and you do the right things and you educate yourself and you understand the way the body works, the way it releases fat, the way your brain switches over from saying, I'm going to burn all this sugar. Oop, there is no sugar, so now I have to use fat. When you understand all of that and you continue the course despite the fact that your scale might not move, despite the fact that you might be gaining some weight in the beginning, you will ultimately lose the weight, slender down. It will happen. None of this stressing out, I've been on this for 3 weeks and nothing's happening. I've been on this for 4 days. How do I know I'm in ketosis? Hey, my urine sticks are showing dark purple. I must be already burning a lot of fat. What does it mean? All these things, guys. I have a lot of videos that some of you newer subscribers may not have already seen. I go over a lot of this in my videos, but truth be told, just educate yourself. Ask questions, talk to people, get involved in the Keeping It Keto with Feliciannurse group. There's so many amazing men and women in there with so many good ideas and tips and information. It is literally, it is such a wealth of information there. And I started this group truthfully because, number one, obviously I wanted a place where everybody can go to, but truthfully, I belonged to another group, and this is going back, I think, last summer, and I even made a video about it. I got kicked out because of a stupid question, and I don't know, some of these groups are like so crazy. You can't post a video, you can't post an address of somebody's page, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, really? How are we supposed to learn from one another? Keeping It Keto with Feliciannurse on Facebook, the group. You can post anything, a book you've read, someone you've talked to, a website, a video, I don't care. It is just a tool for everybody. Utilize it. It's amazing. I can't stress it enough. I will never. The only way you would get deleted, booted, anything is if you were flat out disgusting and disrespectful. That's it. There's nothing wrong with, giving somebody truth on there. We come to these groups because we want the truth. We don't want to say, oh, guess what? I failed today and oh well. Would you rather hear people comment something like this? Well, you fell off the wagon, tomorrow's a new day. Or would you rather have somebody come on there and say, you did, what happened? How can I help you? That's the kind of feedback I want this group to have. I love the fact that nobody's judgmental, and I love the fact that people can, sorry, I'm just looking out the window, somebody's walking by. I love that we can be non-judgmental and supportive, but it's also important, guys, don't be afraid to help somebody get back on track. Oh, guess what? This weekend I drank so much alcohol. I'm out of ketosis. Oh, I had chocolate. I did this. Feel free in a respectful way to point out that's not funny. It's not funny. I see that you fell off the wagon. Let's get back on track by taking these steps. Don't always feel free to just pacify someone and say, oh, we're only human. But we're a conscious human, right? And we make decisions. So I want the group to maintain its integrity and respect, but I also don't want anybody to be afraid to actually give advice to somebody. Because I know in a lot of those other groups, it's like as soon as you start to give advice to somebody, they're like, oh, I'm deleting your comment. Okay, so we got Facebook group sidetracked here. Sorry, guys. Just, I need to let you know that's my baby, and I appreciate everybody on there, and it just amazes me. You guys are all so smart, and I can see the education process, and I can see all of you learning, and it's just, keep it up. All right, so what else for a newbie? Exercise. Do you exercise in the beginning of keto? Well, here's my opinion. Truthfully, any exercise is great. If you want to go out for a walk, awesome. I would not suggest getting heavy circuit training, lifting weights, any of that in the very beginning, and I'm going to tell you why. When your body is depleting itself of glycogen, the last thing you need to do is go to the gym, all gung-ho, working out really hard, and then all of a sudden realizing you're weak and dizzy and oh my God, what's happening? Because it has happened. I've gotten emails from people. They're like third day in keto and they're in the gym and they're pounding out the weights and all of a sudden they're like, woo, I got woozy. What does that mean? I feel like I'm going to pass out. I got sweaty and shaky and all this other stuff. You can do too much. Your body gets stressed out like that. If it's a bad day you're having at work, you're going to be stressed out and the adrenals are going to be pumping cortisol and all this other stuff. And that can kick you out of ketosis. When your body's depleting itself of glycogen the first few days, when your stored glycogen is going boop, 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 down. And your brain has to realize, wait a minute, there's no sugar coming in here. Yeah, your blood sugar is going to drop, right? And you might get a little woozy and weak and shaky. You are going to be fatigued. That's normal. So why in the world would you want to hit the gym really hard in the beginning? I say no. You have plenty of time for all of that. In the beginning, you got to take really good care of yourself. You may or may not get a headache, nausea, shakiness. Fatigue is so common. It's normal. You're not having the sugar. So what do? Your body's like, holy crap, I'm like, something's going on. You get tired. Sugar is like a quick energy, and when you don't have it, you get tired. So there's so many things that go on in the beginning. You just need to just take your time, be patient, let this stuff get out of the way, start burning fat, go for a walk. I'm not saying don't walk. I'm just saying don't hit the gym real hard in the beginning, guys. You have plenty of time for that. I truthfully did not work out at all even for like the first 6 months. I didn't. So, I mean, you don't need to. Do I walk every day? Yes. I have a dog. You know that. I go for walks all the time. My job, I'm always on my feet running around, but I'm talking gym stuff. Nothing too soon. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. I think I kind of got everything I wanted to say out of the way. I hope I did you justice in this video. It's really long and in-depth, and that's why I do keto consults, and I'm not taking any new clients until after the summer because I can't, guys. I do have a family, I have children, a husband, a job full-time that I work sometimes beyond 40 hours a week, and I've dedicated myself to the group and YouTube and all this other stuff, so I have enough clients right now. After the summer, when a couple of them are kind of like on their own and whatnot, I can pull in some more. So please be patient with me. I'm doing the best I can, and that is why, again, the Keeping It Keto with Feliciannurse Facebook group is optimal for you guys because I will interact with you daily on there. Might not be every hour of every day because, like I said, I do have a job. And you can pop on and off and ask me a million questions and I will try to answer them for you. Contest. All my links will be at the end of this video. Just latch on to my public figure page. Join the group, Keeping It Keto with Feliciannurse. You guys know I am on my Fitness Pal. You can see what I eat every single day on there. I will have the link that at the end of the video so you can see what I eat every day. And that's pretty much it for today. I'm tired. It's Friday at 6:30. Haven't eaten since 11? Yeah, that's too long. That's over 6.5 hours. So yeah, it's time to eat. I'm hungry. Gotta go to the bathroom. So with that, I will say farewell and I will see you in my next video. And please enter the contest. When am I going to draw for this? I'm going to give you guys a couple days. I don't know. Let's draw the contest next Friday, okay? You got 7 days. Just get involved. If I see you guys involved, if I see you commenting, and on the public figure page, I told you guys I want you to write the words I do in the comments, and if you do, you will automatically be entered. But I like to see people coming back, you know, commenting, being supportive, being part of the group, and just makes me happy and grateful and thankful. So anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in my next video, and stay focused. Bye, guys.